Hello, and welcome to Pravi's Book Haul. We're doing the October version of it. I almost didn't realize the month was about half over when, or more than half over, when I'm like, I haven't done a book haul this month yet. So I was out the other weekend, and I managed to stop by one of my local used bookstores, Fair's Fair Books, and pick up a few. I've got them right here. So what books have I got? Well, I snagged The Unwilling Warlord by Lawrence Watt Evans. Now, this is one I picked up because I've already read one of his books. I've actually got another copy of it sitting right here that I'm going to be talking about next. But I picked it up because I liked the first one that I had read, and this one looked interesting. All about a warlord, Starin, had to save Sema from the invaders, but with no army, how's he going to do that? So you got this wonderful picture of a guy in a business suit, looks like, sitting on a throne with a crown on, and there's like a couple of guys with like uh, robes and mystical stuff. So there's a little bit of juxtaposition there. It's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. It looks good, so I'm interested in checking that one out. Um, then I've got this one, was the one that I already have, The Misenchanted Sword. I'm going to be doing a review of this one. I want to reread it first. I may be picking that up and rereading it next. But this one I picked up the second, all about an old wizard gave this soldier a magic sword, but the spell was a little bit wrong. It even says on the back, the cockeyed spell. Um, yeah, there was a mistake in the spell, which basically means that, like it says right here on the back, the resulting sword gave perfect protection sometimes. It could kill any man or even half demon. In fact, once drawn, it had to kill before it could be put down or sheathed. Army wizards told Valder that the sword would keep him alive until he'd drawn it 100 times, then it would kill him. So, because of this, it leads to an interesting story about a guy who's like, I can't use this sword too much. But if I do use it, I know I will kill the person I'm fighting. It was a good book. The reason why I picked up a second copy of it is because I'm thinking when I finally get around to getting 100 subscribers, I may be doing a bit of a book giveaway. And this one is going to be one of those books. I'm going to see if I can't snag two more to go for that little giveaway. But currently I'm sitting at 73 subscribers, so it'll be a little while for that to before that happens. But that's why I picked this one up. I also want to read it again. So yeah, The Misenchanted Sword, also by Lawrence Watt Evans. Definitely good. Now, this is a book, Red Mars, by Kim Stanley Robinson. Uh, this book is one I've seen many times on the bookshelves, and I've always picked it up and looked at it and put it back. Uh, I wasn't sure I wanted to read it. I didn't really know what it was about. I didn't really look at it all that hard. So I decided when I was at Fair's Fair Books and I saw it, I'd pick it up and look at the back. And this is the first one in a trilogy. I think it goes Red Mars, Blue Mars, Green Mars. And it's all about a trilogy all about terraforming the planet Mars and making it habitable. So it seems interesting. So I'm going to give this a check out and see what it's like. And hopefully it'll be good. So we're going to give that a check out. Red Mars. Some sci-fi to go with my fantasy. Now, I also saw this. Unicorn Variations by Roger Zelazny. The collection of short stories, in which are a couple, I believe, short stories of the Amber series that are connected to that. So when I saw that, Unicorn Variations, I'm like, well, I've got to buy that. I've got a ton of Roger Zelazny so far. So I figured I'd pick this up. And it should be good. I'll let you know how this is. Now, also, I picked up this one. Ian Watson's Queen Magic, King Magic. And it has a picture, as you can see here. We'll zoom in. Yeah, it's got like a fantasy type uh, backscape, and then you've got a chessboard in the middle. And that caught my eye. So I was like, let's read what the back's about. And with the back, it's basically a fantasy world that has magic and stuff and a big war going on, but everything is kind of based around chess. As it says, each member of the courts of the two countries, king, queen, prince, bishop, knight, and squire, had their own prescribed magical moves, and when the king was killed, the whole world disappeared. So it seems to be very much based around chess, and I love me some chess. So I thought, I'll give it a look, see what it's about. It looked interesting, and that's really the only thing needed for me to pick up a book. Lastly but not leastly, oh, we have the big one. L.E. Modesty Jr. Ghosts of Columbia. Now this is a uh, two novels in one of the omnibus editions of the trilogy of the Ghosts trilogy of Tangible Ghosts and the Ghosts of the Revelator. Now I already have the Ghosts of the Revelator on my shelf uh, by itself, but I don't have Of Tangible Ghosts, and I have been trying to find it for a while. So when I saw this, I thought, well, even though I already have one of them, I don't have the other, so I pick it up. I have all three now. So I can read the Ghosts of Columbia trilogy, which is interesting. And this one puts me at needing only 5 more L.E. Modesty Jr. books. I need 3 that are either just out in hardcover, so I'm waiting for paperback, or haven't been released yet. So we got 3 new books coming out, and I've got 2 older books that I'm looking for. And I will have everything that he's written once I have those. So I'm a huge Modesty lover, huge Modesty fan. So I was glad to get these. Looking forward to reading it because it's kind of set in an alternate America. So not really a fantasy world, but like the Green progression, set on a world that is very familiar to us, but also different. So yeah, looking forward to that. Uh, and that's really all the books that I have for my little book haul here in October. Kind of keeping it, kind of not spending too much this month. But as always, if you like what I'm doing, please give that like button a tap. Give that subscribe button a tap as well, if you haven't already, so you can be kept apprised of when I do new videos. Usually try to get at least one video out a week. That is my promise. But I can usually manage to get more than one. Some weeks can be hectic. We shall see. And yeah, throw a comment in the comment section. If you've, what other book should I be looking for in my book haul? I've already got several several things on my to be read list and to be looking for list as well. So yeah, throw those comments in the comment section. I'd love to get a discussion going with some people. And until next time, my friends, until next time, I don't really have anything for my book haul endings. So I'll just say until next time, you all take care, keep reading good books, and I will see you around.